are never down. But let's face it, how many of us really do pay our bills?
How can you pay for what you are not obtaining? How can you pay for what you are not enjoying? So if you are not giving light, there's no point of paying for never be.
As a patriotic Nigerian, I feel everyone should pay their bills, right? But what we're seeing, I'm talking as an experience, what I experience. The billing system is so expensive.
I use a prepaid meter and I pay.
The regulator NEC came up with stringent rules on estimated billings in the absence of prepaid meters. It however looks like no one is in compliance, a scenario described by critics as a barking but not biting dog. The idea of fooling customers paying for prepaid meters while they get their monies back gradually also is ineffective.
Provide the consumers with meter. That is the basic need of every consumer. Provide them with meters, provide them with electricity, and they will pay.
The electricity market is in dire need of monies. The funds, the grants, bailouts and interventions from left, right and center, from within and outside the country seem not to be enough. And at the end of the day, the consumers have to bear the brunt.
It's only by getting everyone to pay that ultimately all these tariffs can come down. Everyone needs to share the burden.
I always like to put it that the most important person is usually not on the table, and that's the customer.
In the quest to find out more about the high cost of billing, I met a top management staff of the Abuja distribution company off camera. He told me that one of the reasons could be that some consumers cut corners to get electricity without paying, and someone has to pay for that energy loss.
They should do something about it so that we can be using what we are paying for.
If you know of people who are stealing electricity, please also alert us to that so that we can follow up and reduce that.
Although most consumers are willing to pay for electricity despite the cost, they also say there is urgent need for them to enjoy services paid for. Therefore, watchers of the sector say the regulator and government must get their acts together, as the consumer can only bear the brunt within his limits. Mwesi Igono, AIT News, Abuja.
Business Reports. I'm Chioma Honyabo. The news hour continues.